Alright, so here we have to find the area of a triangle. The base is 4/3 feet and the height is 2/3 feet. Just for fun, I'm going to draw it roughly. So the base 4/3 feet, alright, 4/3 feet, the height 2/3 feet, which is kind of half as much, right? So it's looking something like this. The height is 2/3 feet, right? And then we have our triangle, the base and a height. Now, the trick to understanding the area of a triangle is knowing how to get the area of a rectangle. So, what I want you to do is just draw a rectangle around your triangle. See that? And understand that this rectangle, this big rectangle here, is actually twice the area of the triangle. Why is that? Or the triangle is half of the area of this red rectangle around it. Does that make sense? All right. So let's try to understand that. This, I'll tell you again. So this black triangle that we started with is half of the area of this red rectangle. Okay. Now, why is that? The reason is, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. 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 Look at this little blue triangle here. See that? That's the same area as this triangle here, isn't it? They're just kind of flipped, right? How about, we'll do this one in like pink or whatever. And what about this triangle here? See that? That's the same as this one. It's just flipped over, right? So that's why the area of this triangle is 1/2 the area of the rectangle. Now, what's the area of the rectangle? The area of the rectangle would be what? Yeah, the rectangle is just this side times this side. 4/3 times 2/3. 4/3 times 2/3. So that would be the rectangle. But we know the triangles is half that. So to get the area of the triangle, we just do this. 1/2 times the area of the rectangle. See that? Oh, yeah. Or it's basically 1/2 times the base times the height. And now we just multiply these fractions out to get the area of the triangle. So can we cross cancel before we multiply here? Yeah. 2 into 2 goes once here and here. What else? That's it, because look, 3 doesn't go into 4. So we're done. We can't cross cancel. I mean, you can't cross off these 3's. They're both on the bottom. When you cross cancel fractions, you can only cross cancel factors on the top with factors on the bottom. So we get 1 times 4 times 1 is 4 on the top. And 1 times 3 is 9 on the bottom, right? So 4/9. And what's the unit? How would you measure the area of this fraction? Yes, because we had 4/3 feet times 2/3 feet. Feet times feet makes feet squared. Isn't that funny? Or 4/9, 4/9 square feet, right? Where that's so when you're measuring in areas, you use squares, and a square foot looks something like this. Although it's actually, a foot is actually 12 inches. It's the length of a, kind of a large man's foot, basically, right? That's 12 inches. So I'm not drawing an actual square foot is this 12 inches times this 12 inches. So it's the square. But I'm just representing it like this. It's 1 foot. A square that's 1 foot by 1 foot. That's a square foot. And that's how we measure area in these like squares, like how many squares. And our triangle was 4/9 square feet, so that's like roughly a half. So that's kind of like, you know, kind of a half of this square foot or so, right? Good job.